Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to a brand new episode of your favorite talk show, Bahrain Now, with me, your host, Bara Abdallah, as we bring you the kingdom's latest topics and initiatives, as well as a showcase of local talents and more, all happening right here on Bahrain Now, right after this break. So don't go away. Ladies and gentlemen, music is a passion shared by many and goes beyond culture, language, and even distance. Today, we're lucky to have the brother guitarist Mohsen and Hussain Nasrallah to talk to us more about their musical adventures and journey. Well, good evening and welcome to Bahrain Now.
Thank you, bro.
I love your performance. Let me say, I'm jealous. I always want to play the guitar, but I'm not sure that I got the talent for it or anything.
It's easy actually.
It's easy?
Yeah, you have to learn, you know.
Oh,
and more practice, but should be daily 6 to 8 hours.
6 to 8 hours is a full-time job.
In 3 months, you will become okay.
So I can join your team?
Yeah,
I can be one of the, the Nasrallah brothers?
Yeah.
All right, great. So, no, you started like very young, like 12 years, right?
And when I was 12 years. Yeah. When I was 12 years, my father, he brought me a gift guitar. It was so big.
Okay, wow. And when you saw the guitar for the first time, how did you feel?
Actually, because we love music.
Okay.
Yeah, my father, he's a also what do you call, he loves music a lot,
Okay.
and he was playing guitar as well.
Amazing.
And my grandfather as well, he's a bass guitarist.
No
Yeah.
way. So it's a musical family.
Yeah, and my mom, she play orgs as well.
What? It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, so we love music.
Wow. If I'm gonna ask you, what does music mean to you? What does it mean to you? Hussain?
It's my life, actually.
It's your life, right?
Happenings, feelings, yeah.
So it just makes you feel good all the way. It's part of your life right now. Amazing, amazing. So you've been practicing or you've been playing the guitar for such a long time. So the question is, do you compose your own songs or do you play covers?
Yes, we do actually, especially him.
Yeah?
Yeah, sometimes he's going to the studios a lot actually. Yeah, and sometimes we are recording the studios as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many songs did you compose so far?
A lot.
A lot? Like
Yeah,
how
more.
many? Give me an average. Give me a number.
30, 40,
More than
40?
maybe
maybe more than this.
more than.
Yeah.
More than that? Do you have albums? Can we just see them on SoundCloud, YouTube?
And YouTube there is, and also there is his account in IG and Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be your fan. Yeah, definitely, I want to do that. Let's make that happen. So now, you have your guitars, you play, you compose your music, and it's been like an interesting life for you, right? Definitely.
Yeah, it's nice actually. Sometimes if you feel stressed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
That's your medicine,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, what kind of guitars do you play? Like Spanish guitars, like?
Yeah, it's a Spanish. It's a classical guitar.
Okay.
We play a lot of styles. For example, we love like gypsy styles and
Oh.
also classic styles.
Okay.
We love especially old songs.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
a lot of songs,
Amazing.
different nationality.
Love that. I love that. So let me ask you a question now, because you've been composing a lot of music. So how do you take care of your guitar? What do you do?
The guitar, she's my wife.
She's your wife. She's your wife.
Yeah, because
So
I
you
take
bring her roses, take her out to dinner,
everything.
everything. Okay, well, that's simply said. What about you, Mohsen?
Yeah, usually I clean my guitar, put it in the case, and just keep it organized. That's it.
Okay.
I have a lot of guitars. Yeah.
Wow. You
Yeah.
all keep them away.
I have stands at home.
Stands at
Yeah.
home. How many guests do you have?
More than 10 or
More than 10?
Yeah.
Do you have like special occasions, like this is for my birthday, this is for my New Year's?
Sometimes because we have classics, we have electric guitars.
Electric guitars. You do
Yeah.
rock music as well?
Not like, for example, for Scorpions songs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. So, your wife,
Mm.
what is her name? Let me guess, Maria.
Cordoba.
Cordoba.
C5.
C5. She has a nickname. So Cordoba is her name, but then if you want to call her, you don't want to give her a nickname, you want to just call her with cuteness, you call her C5.
C5.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what is your wife's name?
Call her Cathy.
Cathy.
Yeah, because my wife, her name is Catherine, so this is Cathy.
Your actual wife.
Yeah. Catherine and Cathy.
Wow, great. C5.
C5.
Great, man. As long as you're happy with that name, great. Now, for like a person like myself and people who want to learn how to play guitar, okay, what advice do you have for us?
Yeah.
Mohsen.
You have to practice, okay, and also you have to love music actually.
Okay.
Okay, and also you have to practice
Okay.
because if you practice more, you will become perfect.
Amazing. What is your advice?
Just follow your dream.
Follow your dreams. Simply said, but very powerful. Well, thank you so much. I guess we're ready for another performance.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Bara.
Let's go. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's go.
Definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, and now we are ready with another performance with the Nasrallah brothers. ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited tonight to have with us at the studio Deena, a Bahraini film director who is a Fulbright scholar with a master's degree of film in SCAD, the Savannah College of Art and Design, specializing in directing and post-production. So let's unleash some secrets of filmmaking with Deena, and let's get a sneak peek on her pretty much film production, Agent Hala. Well, good evening, and how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Great, great. I am super excited. You know, once I knew that you were going to be here on the show, I'm like, yes, finally, Deena Pro is here.
Yeah.
So now we've been pretty much hard at work, you know, busy with your post-production and pre-production and things that I can't even pronounce when it comes to the film industry. So what is pre-production?
Oh, pre-production, I would say, is the most integral part of any production.
Okay.
So the most dangerous game you can play is get on set and start guessing.
Whoa.
What you need to do is leave no room for guessing whatsoever. So pre-production is about being prepared.
Okay.
It's about understanding the material,
All right.
the characters, your environment, the location, the laws of your location,
The laws.
the electricity available in your location,
Wow.
anything that you might need, anything that might go wrong, you're going to need a plan A, B, C, D.
Oh my God.
Whatever.
That's a lot.
Yep.
So you got like your good pre-production process and there's a bad one.
I mean, there's an improvised pre-production, but that's not really pre-production, that's just production. Anything that happens on set,
Right.
خلاص, that's considered production. So
Wow.
anything that's why it takes months of planning.
Right.
It takes months of trying to figure out exactly what you want from your finished product. Pre-production involves rehearsals.
Right.
It involves really understanding the backstory of every single fictional character that you have. So essentially, you need to know your characters so well that even though they're fictional characters, you're gonna need to know what they're thinking,
Right.
what they would say, how they would react.
Wow.
And that's why rehearsals are so important, because if an actor has a question or a doubt or anything really, the director really needs to understand what that character would do in any circumstance.
Man, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
I mean, it's good work,
Yeah.
it's deep work,
Right.
and different directors have different processes of doing their own version of pre-production. So like, this is the technical side. So as a director, I need to know location stuff, rehearsals,
Right.
whatever, it's important.
Right.
But really what sets you apart is the genuine connection that you have to the story. So what sets directors apart from each other is your authentic connection with the material.
Okay.
So some
Okay.
directors will actually meditate and
Meditate.
visualize
Wow.
every second of their script. Some directors will go to the location and maybe like walk around, live the lives of the characters. And this applies to screenwriters as well. I don't know if you know Aaron Sorkin. He worked on The West Wing
Wow.
and The Social Network,
Okay.
which is the
Yeah.
huge movie about
Yeah.
Facebook guy.
Yes, Facebook guy.
So what he does, so he's a screenwriter, right? So what he does is he'll write, he'll say them out loud, he'll do laps around the house, he'll walk around, he'll see how the words feel on real human tongues and out of real human mouths, because you can easily write dialogue and it'll sound like a robot coming out of the actors' mouths. So that's all about, you know, really embodying the characters and the material.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I think right now, as in Bahrain, we're seeing more of that happening little by little, and people actually learning the importance of pre-production religiously. In the point, like, this is our book, we have to follow. And now, with that being said, there's pre, but they have the post-production as well. And there's a difference. You know, there's a lot going on as well. So from pre-production to post-production, take us there now.
Oh, well, there's a lot that happens in between.
Right? In between.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a
Ooh,
whole
ooh,
lot.
ooh, ooh.
I mean, again, if you're doing it right, if you're doing the full pre-production process, you have the script, you have the storyboard, you have kind of the lookbook or the director's book, which also, you said that it's a religious process.
Right.
It's literally called the Bible.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I was not wrong.
No, you're not wrong at all. So it's called the Bible, and it has everything that you would possibly need to know about the world that you're creating, because it's a world that you're creating. it's born from your head, from your imagination, into real life, real people, real locations and props.
Very interesting.
So how am I, a director, going to explain the world of my movie to you?
Right.
To me, I feel the weather, I see the color, I'm experiencing what the actors are like, the personalities. I feel the feeling that I want viewers to feel after they watch my movie.
Man.
But how do I
Wow.
translate that
Exactly.
to you?
That's not easy.
I mean, it takes a village. First
Takes
of
a
all.
village, right?
It's a team sport, and you really, that's why productions often they'll use the same kind of people. They'll work with the same people because it needs chemistry. You'll see directors; they have their own roster of actors that they're used to working with. That's a big process.
I'm sure.
But you
I'm
get from
sure.
pre-production, you extract all the visual references into all the material that you're going to show your producers, your actors, your production designer, anyone else, your art department, anyone else that would need to know that information. They'll build the world for you. They'll film it. The actors will act it out.
Right.
The editor comes in after so you're living the experience on set.
Okay.
You're seeing the world, you understand, okay, the coldness and the tears and the emotions, I get it, I was there.
Yeah.
The editor is long after you're done shooting. So editors need to think on their feet, and they need to be very fast learners, because what they need to do is they're going to embody the director's world without the director. They're working on their own. So they'll understand the concept.
Okay.
And the thing is, they're watching the performances of the actors and with fresh eyes.
Right.
And that's so valuable. That's
Wow.
very, very valuable,
Wow.
because
Wow.
if you've ever been perfume shopping,
Perfume shopping. I get approached by them. You know,
Well,
as
okay,
a
that's
thought
not the
best,
same
like,
thing.
hey,
No.
Doesn't count. Okay.
well, if you go perfume shopping, you're gonna smell a whole different bunch of options.
right.
And at some point, your nose gets desensitized to new scent.
Right.
So you need to sniff coffee beans or whatever they'll give you to kind of reset.
Okay.
The post-production, that's your reset.
Wow.
That's, you've lived with it, and things change. And you write a script and you rehearse with your actors, but things change all the time. Lighting changes, weather changes, you change your mind. That's okay. We left no room for guessing, so any changes are very well-informed changes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a lot. I'm so
It's
interesting.
heavy.
It's heavy. I mean,
But it's good heavy.
it is good heavy. I'm like, I just want to give a big shout out to our team right here, behind the cameras,
Exactly.
working so hard. We got Mahmoud right now directing, Khalid Hijris right now, and Fatma, Marin Bayati. We got Zahra, Walid. They work so hard on the TV set just to produce Bahrain Now. And it's so amazing. And now you're telling me what's happening. I'm like, wow.
It's not easy at all, and no single job is less important than the other. I mean, the person who brings food on set, what are you going to do without food?
Eat it. No?
No, but without
Just kidding,
food.
yeah.
But that's very equally important, and having that team effort and that team chemistry
Right.
is so important.
Wow.
And just frequently showing them appreciation and stuff like
Right.
that. Just morale is really, really important. But so post-production, that's the reset that you need, because everyone else who works on the project, they're in it. They're very, very deep in it. And they can have very biased opinions sometimes. Sometimes some people have managed to cultivate that skill of separating yourself from each project and making unbiased choices. But that's why, there's a thing that we always say, you have to kill your darlings. So I'll create a character and I'll say, oh, this character is gonna have hazel eyes and they're gonna have curly hair. I'm just describing myself. And they're gonna have the most beautiful smile, and the room's gonna light up when they walk in.
Still talking about yourself.
No, not I veered away short. But what was I saying? Where was
the
I going
character.
with this?
You know, hazel eyes, curly hairs. She lights up the room when she walks in.
Right. And then what happens in reality is that you find your actor who does that but in a completely different way.
Right.
You have to allow yourself kind of flexibility and kind of kill that image that you were imagining. You don't need to hold on to it so tightly. You just need to understand the essence
Right.
that the character you were imagining would bring.
Okay.
And you can find that same essence in different shapes and forms. Do you know what I mean?
That's deep.
I mean, it's true. That's a part of casting, that's a part of writing, and it's a part of editing. So me as a director, I'm envisioning whatever I'm envisioning. But once it's in my editor's hands, what they need to be asking me is, what's the emotion in this scene? Well, the emotion, I want it to be inspiring, and I want it to be very motivational and relaxing and calm, not chaotic.
Okay.
And I've done, let's say, a year of pre-production. I've done a year's worth of shot design and, you know, changing the script and casting and rehearsing. My editor says, if what you want is a sense of motivation and peace of mind,
Okay.
then I need to remove this shot, this shot, this shot, and I need to make it like this. Because because editors they're storytellers.
Right.
So what the editor is seeing, he or she is kind of piecing together the feelings that the director wants in the way that they are literally seeing on screen based off of performance.
Beautiful.
So the director-editor relationship is also very, very important.
Definitely. Now, speaking of that and the relationship, now going to, I would say, your film and production, Agent Hala.
Yeah.
So now is it in production? Are you in screenwriting? What's happening there?
So I've finalized the script.
Beautiful.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, alhamdulillah.
Took a lot. Took a lot, to say the least.
Wow.
That was a very rigorous process.
Rigorous. Okay, that's a big word for us today.
Because it's true. It really does take it takes a person being very vulnerable and authentic with themselves and being able to put that on paper in a way that's actually going to be filmed. So we're done with that process.
Amazing.
Now I have my director hat on.
Okay.
Can't think as a writer anymore. Now I think as a director.
Wow.
And we're in pre-production. So we should be, inshallah, starting our rehearsals by next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
Are you having auditions?
We're done with auditions.
I didn't know.
That was also a rigorous process. But auditions are great. I mean, I really got to know, because my short is about, it has children.
Children, okay.
So I got to speak with their parents, and I got to speak with them.
Right.
And I got to see what they're like and how they take, and this was all virtual on Zoom. And I was able to really kind of see how they took my feedback as a director and kind of work with it. Kids will surprise you.
Beautiful.
They're very impressive.
I'm looking forward to that. So a teaser, a sneak peek, what is Agent Hala?
Agent Hala, Agent Hala is about a 12-year-old Khaliji girl who wants a skateboard for her birthday.
All right.
And she wants to be a skateboarder. But as you can imagine, there is a lot of pressure from her conservative family members on how to not do that and how to kind of push her towards more traditionally feminine things. So there's a lot going on.
Wow. Okay. Well, best of luck with that. We're
Thank
gonna
you so
support
much.
you all the way. Definitely looking forward to that. Super excited, actually. And that was a beautiful. I mean, I'm sure it was like you briefed out years and years of experience in just a few minutes. That's just brilliant. And you still made me feel like this was such a deep, rigorous process.
It is a rigorous process. Yeah.
Definitely. So with that being said, what can you say to your viewers here, watching you right now, who wants to be the future directors?
Oh, that's always such a good question because everyone really needs to embody their own sense of what a director means.
Okay.
But I will say that reading is a huge part of it.
Okay.
Reading is a huge part of it, and making bad movies is the most important part of it.
Okay.
People always get really scared and shy away from directing or making films because it's, you know, it's low budget, obviously, or it's low quality. But that's exactly how you learn.
Okay.
What you need to do is read, try to understand what you read, put it into practice, fail, 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 fail.
Okay.
Keep failing until one day you don't.
You fail your way to success.
Exactly. Fake it till you make it, I guess.
Amazing. That's such, well, was such an inspirational talk with you here today. Thank you so much for being with us here on Bahrain Now. And we can't wait to see Agent Hala.
Oh, thank you so much.
Definitely. Pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Deena, a brilliant director happening in Bahrain. Looking forward for her film, Agent Hala, and more happening right here on Bahrain Now. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers, we have reached to the end of our episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Don't forget to send us your feedback via email or on our social media accounts shown below. For now, goodbye and God bless.